What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the NG Models July 2022 releases. Currently away from home right now as I'm spending some time with family, and while I've been away, I have seen that NG Models has dropped their July hints here on Saturday, July 2nd, so right along here on Independence Day weekend here in the United States. It's a pretty loaded set, looks like. We've got a bunch more releases here, and we don't even have the pictures from the June releases yet, so that is quite an interesting scenario that we have going on here with this set. So let's take a look here and see what we got going on. So we have a total of, I believe that is, I'm trying to count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we have 8 737s this month, 2 757s, 1 777, 5 787s, 1 A319, 3 A321s, 2 TriStars, which make their long-awaited return, and then finally 1 200, we have 1 CRJ aircraft. So take a look here at my hints, or my predictions rather. So kind of an interesting scenario with the first two. Only thing I could find in my research was like Jet 2 aircraft, but they're on 737-300, so I highly doubt that that's going to be the case. I think if they would have had that mold, they would have said something, which is pretty obvious at this point, but I do not think they have a classic 737 series mold ready just yet. But hopefully that's not far out, because I'm sure some European collectors would like to see that in the future. So I'm kind of undecided on that, but that's what it shows on there, so we'll just have to go with it. Then we have a CR uniform. Egypt Air is a pretty easy guess. They've done an A330-200 and a 787, but they've not yet done a 737. Hopefully that's not too far out here. A pair of November 85s. Now, I just went with Southwest Heart on both of these because I couldn't find anything special within the 85 series of Southwest 738s. Could be something different as well. They could do one Southwest and then do something completely different with the next model. So we'll see what happens with that. So for now, I'm just going to go with Southwest Heart on this set. And then we have 3 Papa Romeos. So Gull was the one that came up quite a bit in my research. I'm thinking they're going to do a couple interesting things here. So number 1 will be they'll do an old livery 738. Number 2 will be that they do a new livery 738. And then number 3, they'll do a special livery, which is on Papa Romeo - Golf Uniform Oscar. So I'm thinking that's what they're going to do here. So the 1 old livery, 1 new livery, and then a special to go with it. 757s here with an Echo Tango, both of them. One of them will probably be Ethiopian in the current livery, and then another will be one in the retro livery, or in the old livery in this case. And then a 777, we have an Alpha 7. Now, I did predict Qatar with this the last time this appeared, but it ended up being that weird off-white leased plain livery, so at least hoping that this is the regular livery 777. Then we have the 787s, Bravo-15 and 13, so both of them will be Chinese-registered aircraft. One of them will probably be Hainan Airlines, the 15, and then the 13 will probably be Air China, both of them on -9s. Then we have a Hotel Zulu with a Saudia. Now, I know they did a -9, but I think they'll do the -10 this time around. And then the other one, probably going to be the Rayado special livery. I do not know how to pronounce that, so I'm very sorry that I butchered that pretty badly. But that's on a -9. They have not done that livery just yet, so that'll probably be the case with this one. And we have Lima November. This will probably be Norwegian since they did Norse Atlantic. It would make sense for them to do a Norwegian aircraft to go with it. Although I think they've already done one, but they'll probably do a different tail compared to what they did last time. Our Seoul A319 release is a British registered aircraft, so pretty easy guess here for me. This will probably be British Airways. And then we have 3 A321s to go with it, a November 9-2. And then we have 2 Delta-Alpha, so 2 German releases afterwards. The November 9-2 will probably be Alaska More to Love, a model that I have requested, and I know a couple others have requested as well. So that'll probably be the case with this one, but there are a whole plethora of opportunities, or possibilities rather, that release could be, like an American A321 or of the like. And the Delta Alphas, both of them are probably Lufthansa. I think one of them is going to be a Neo, and then the other is going to be a Lufthansa Cargo A321 freighter. So that'll be very interesting to see what turns out with that. I know there's a Lufthansa special livery for Pride Month that they revealed a few weeks ago, so could be possible that it could be that, but I think that's on an A320 Neo, so unfortunately I don't think that'll be done this month. And then the long-awaited return of the TriStars is to cap off the 1400 releases here. with the November 72 and November 70. Both of them will probably be Delta, and I think I've heard from one collector on the diecast aircraft forum that one of them will be in the delivery paint scheme, and then the other will be in the later paint scheme from like the 80s and 90s and onwards throughout the time they had the TriStars. Now, they never ever received the Ron Allen colors or the Delta Flot livery because they were retired in the early 2000s. They all wore the Widget livery for as long as they were in service. And not sure on the 1-200 release here for that CRJ, so that's why I just put not sure on that release. We got a pretty loaded set this month. Again, I am away, so I may not have time to put this video together in time by the time the releases are announced, but I'll look to see if I can squeeze in some time in for that. Hopefully, doesn't take me too much time to put this together. So with that out of the way, we'll cut over to the releases. Good day, everyone. It is Independence Day as I record this, and we have the July releases out. I'm only seeing a couple brief snapshots of some of these releases, so we'll go ahead and see what is happening here. So first up on the release list, we have 76001. And it is indeed one of the Fly Globespan 737s, which I did add in editing was one of the more probable guesses, if you will, considering that they don't have a 733 mold just yet. 76002, we have another one, Fly Globespan 736. Looks like this one is, I believe, a different livery. The first one was a Scandinavian SAS hybrid. Let's see what this third 736 is. I'd not be surprised if it was another Fly Globespan. Okay, no, this is a Midwest 736, the British version of Midwest, not the one here in the U.S. This one is a Fly Globespan hybrid, so we have one Fly Globespan hybrid for Scandinavian, a regular Fly Globespan, and then we have a Midwest Fly Globespan hybrid. So that seems a little bit confusing to me, but that's just how they decided to roll here. Let's check out 5A121 with one of the Southwest, and we do indeed have a 738 of Southwest Heart livery with blended winglets. I don't think any of these existed really. Maybe in the early days of the Heart livery's existence, I would think maybe one or two of them did exist, but the first one did have splits, the Heart 1 aircraft. 58122, we do have another Southwest 738, this one with splits, so a very well needed re-release for those that missed out on that first release back in 2019. I do have one of these already, so I probably won't get this one. Maybe that blended winglet one just for fun, but we'll see what happens with that. All right, 5A136, Goal 737 indeed. This one here we have a blended winglet one. Let's see, 5A137. I did not consider the possibility of a splits, but looks like this next one is also a blended winglet. I do see a little bit of a sticker up towards the front here, so let's see. The first one has the domain title in the updated normal livery, or the new livery rather. 5A13, we do have a special livery, Goal 738, just not the right one that I predicted. This one is Golf Uniform Kilo. I think I went with Golf Uniform Oscar on that one. So this one is the, I can't pronounce that, it's a hashtag and then some other thing, but based off the livery, given the context, I think it's some sort of like soccer event or something, some type of soccer cup or something. Take a look at 53192. We do have an Ethiopian 752 in the old livery from the 70s, so kind of like a retro livery, I guess, because they still do have some of these, but I think they have the Rolls-Royce equipped 75s here. They may not have them in recent years even, but we'll see. This one, okay, Ethiopian Cargo, so another 752 with the old livery. So a very interesting choice there for NG to do this one, but also looks like a pretty good release, so African collectors will probably be pleased to see that. Let's see, we have another lease Qatar 777. Come on, people, you got to do a regular livery at some point, because that's been in high demand. They say it's the retro livery, but this is not the true retro livery. The other one would be the 25th anniversary one that I believe Phoenix has already done previously, so I'd hope NG would do the regular livery 777, because I would not get this because it's one of those lease liveries. I'd like to see a plain livery one. All right, Xiamen Air 789 is up next. This is the hashtag BRICS National Summit stickers. I think that's up towards the front, right underneath the first three windows is where that would be located. And our other one here, we have another Xiamen Air 789. This one just a plain livery without any special stickers. Continuing to move on down here, we have a Saudia 789, a special livery, the year of Arabic calligraphy. So kind of like the little characters that you find in Arabic text. So it looks pretty unique. I do like this special livery. Let's see. So our other 789 from Saudia, we do have the Riyadh special livery. So the one that I did predict is in this set. So great to see that. Next up, a Norwegian 789. We have the Freddie Mercury tail in this case. So just wish Norwegian survived longer. I think they are still operating, but they are now just limited to operations within Europe because their long-haul stuff really fell through, especially when the pandemic hit and really brought numbers down. So kind of unfortunate to see them go, but Norse Atlantic is going to be filling that gap there that Norwegian created when they left. We'll have to see how well they perform on that route. All right, we have a British Airways A319 up next. So one that I did predict, once again, correct on this set. Pretty standard British Airways A319, which I do have a model of, kind of surprisingly. So this is not necessarily in my interest now, but hopefully European collectors will be satisfied with that. Alaska More to Love is up next. The A321 Neo, registration 9026 Victor Alpha with the November at the front. So pretty nice stuff there. I know the A321 Neos will be retired soon, so the only one that'll be left will be that 739, which I don't know if they'll ever repaint those because it's been a few years now since they did the whole Alaska Virgin America merger. Next up, we have a Lufthansa Cargo A321. This one has the Hello Europe title, so one of the aircraft names on there. So indeed correct on this Lufthansa Cargo. And the other one is Condor. Condor A321, the new livery with the Where's Waldo-esque stripes. So this one is the yellow color. And then we have our TriStars. We do have a Delta one. So this is the Delta Widget livery, L1011, the only livery that the Delta TriStars ever wore while in service. They were retired in 2001, but because they were getting quite old by that point, they did not repaint them into any of the updated liveries, like the Ron Allen colors. It would have been cool to see one of those in that livery, so maybe Angie will have to do like a fantasy model or something in the future. Next up, we have another Delta TriStar, and very fitting because today is Independence Day. This is the We the People sticker up at the front. So to celebrate America's bicentennial back in 1976. Really fitting release right there since it is Independence Day for us here in the United States. And then to round out the release, we have a Nav Canada CRJ-200, a flight inspection aircraft. And that is all of the releases for this month. Very loaded set once again. Plenty of good stuff to go by for many collectors, both retro and European and American collectors as well, if you're really eyeing those Southwest models. Yeah, really good set here. Don't really have much else to really comment on, but my only complaint would be that Qatar 777 that needs to be a regular livery. Not one of these leased aircraft that they've been getting. It needs to be a regular livery at some point. The 79s are a really good set. 2 Xiamen Airs, 2 Saudias, and 1 Norwegian. The British A319 I know for sure is going to please the European collectors. And Alaska More to Love, and then we have the Delta TriStars, which will be very interested. I'm going to have to try and cop one of those here in the future. So that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.